What's going on, guys? My name is Raphael, and today I'm here to talk to you guys about the DJI Osmo Pocket 3, which I'm filming on, so I can't show you right now. And I'm also here to talk to you guys about the Sony A7IV. I literally just got it today, so it's super exciting. I was using the A6400 for about the last year. I had to return it, and then now we got the much nicer upgrade. So 33 megapixel camera, shoots 4K 60 frames per second, and I know it has the crop on it, like a lot of people have to deal with that. I haven't really shot with it much, but having a very wide angle lens, honestly, you can't really tell the difference too much, so I'm super excited to talk about that. I do videography, photography, graphic design. I own my own jiu-jitsu company. I work for a supplement company. I teach jiu-jitsu. I was a personal trainer. I do social media for a bunch of supplement companies and whatnot. So I do a lot of things that involve a lot of like social media skills, and social media is probably like where I topped off. I used to run a Tumblr page with I think 500,000 followers, and now I run a meme page with like 50,000 followers. So I'm just like very like social media oriented, and I'm just talking about my experience and whatnot, like why I need these cameras. So I wanted to get into vlogging first, which is why I got the DJI Osmo Pocket. So I actually got it about a week ago. I spent a pretty penny on it. It was about like $1,200 for all the stuff I want. Base is just $600, and honestly, if you're just getting started, like we're just wanting to do like some video production, like that's fine. Honestly, you don't think you need that many accessories. I probably would recommend getting the ND filters minimum, and if you guys were doing anything else minimum, like getting the battery pack, because I feel like that's been a huge plus, because I don't have to charge it as much, or if I'm going out and I'm hiking or something where I don't want to bring another battery pack, and plus it also makes the camera a little taller. I feel like this is great. It's also very discreet. Like when I'm out, when I was filming like at a gas station, I have a video of me filming in one of my things over there. I'm talking about like, man, like nobody notices it. It's just like holding a phone in your hand. Like everyone's using their phones these days, so not too many people care. Also, one thing, I want to be able to stare at the camera more. I love that it has auto track on it, so it kind of allows me to kind of keep focused on that. Something I didn't really do in a lot of my other videos in the past, but that's going to be something I'm going to be doing on it a little bit more now. And the reason why I got the A7IV is because of just like, one, the quality is better. It's better than the DJI Osmo. Like it's definitely comparable. Like they're both 4K. I do like it has 120 frames per second where this has 60, but obviously this is a much stronger camera, so it needs a little bit more juice for the quality that it's producing. The reason I got it was, one, because of the resolution. I can change the lenses out, and then also the photography as well. And also when you're going into, like, let's say you're doing a shoot for somebody, if you're coming with like a small DJI Osmo Pocket, like you could definitely film some awesome content and get like the content you need for the day. But what looks more professional is having it on a nice camera that people know they spend money on, that they know the quality is going to be super awesome. And on top of that, having a gimbal. So I have the RS3 Mini. I probably honestly would have liked to get a larger gimbal just to manage the weight, but this is what I was using with the A6400. There's definitely a difference in the weight of the A6400 versus the A7IV, but nonetheless, like I could also use my DJI Osmo Pocket, which already has a gimbal on it. So I actually got to use it the other day to film some jiu-jitsu matches. I'm probably going to use this for more sport, hiking, and like just kind of like more cinematic style videos. We're not obviously going to do a lot of cinematic style videos on there, but if I'm just kind of like trying to have more of a laid back approach where I just want to film something and not be so stressed by carrying around the camera like that, because dude, my forearm, especially even using the A6400, which is much lighter with the gimbal, would be like hurting. You'd always see me like wiggling my hands. Fortunately, I do a lot of like strength conditioning, so I'm strong, but like even if you're strong, like eventually 4 pounds after holding it for an hour, like your arm is going to start hurting, your forearm gets tight. It's definitely some damage on the bottom, where I'm having something like this where I could do for some quick projects if people are asking me for. I'm like, hey, I'll do, like maybe my friends ask me to do something and I'm like, oh, I got you, no worries. I can use this instead. So one, like you pay for what you get, right? If you want something for free, I'll probably, I can still do it on the nicer camera, but I'll probably do it on the little one. And if you don't need a big project, then this is going to be the one that you guys are getting. So I'm going to talk to you guys about some of the accessories that I got for the DJI Osmo and just kind of my experience so far. So one of the first things I got for the DJI Osmo was the wide angle lens, and I got a bunch of the other lenses, which it comes in this like small kit. Honestly, I wish there was like, I'm sure I could find one that was a bigger kit. So there's the black mist filter. I don't really understand. Maybe it's for mist. I don't understand. Or maybe it's just like a protective case. I did get a screen protector for the touchscreen and the camera itself. And then it has 2 darker ND filters, right? Actually, it has 3 darker ND filters. I just put the other one in this case here. And then I ended up forgetting to buy the wide angle lens. I might have thought, because I got the creator pack 2, I might have thought it came with it. So I bought a separate wide angle lens. I don't know if there's something dirty on it or what's going on. It doesn't look too bad, but you can see like there's somewhat of a glare. I'm sure to be fixed after I do some color grading and whatnot, but it does honestly make the video like much wider, which I am enjoying. So I'm gonna leave that on for there. So that's just kind of like the filters I got for the camera, which I think was worth it. I also got the mic combo. So if you get the single combo, it comes with a mic, but I wanted to get 2 mics. What if I wanted to do an interview or a podcast with somebody? It also has a transmitter, so you don't have to just use it on the DJI. You can use it on other devices. So I can use it on the camera I have over here. I'm sure it's compatible. And it also comes with like an old iPhone adapter, so the lightning, and then it has a USB-C, which is great. What I like about the DJI mics I'm using now, it's automatically connected to my DJI Osmo Pocket without having to put anything on the Pocket, just because they're compatible with each other. So it's like iPhone having the AirPods in, they just work. Also, I'm not using the AirPods, I'm using the DJI mic. One of the things I liked about the DJI mic compared to, I have a Rode as well, which I'm going to talk about, is that it has this little magnetic piece. I can clip it, which is fine, and it has this little magnetic piece, so I can put it between my shirt. So it just kind of has a little bit more availability. I do like the Rode mics. I've just had some issues with, like, I didn't realize it was on mute. And I can honestly, like on the screen, I can see that the mic is on. So that gives me a little bit more confidence while I'm recording, because the worst case scenario is like I recorded something for like 45 minutes and then the audio never came out. That literally happened to me one time and it was a huge bummer. So that's probably why I like these mics a little better. They're also smaller. I'm actually looking, the mic's actually here. They're also smaller, so you can see the size comparison. A little bit thicker, but honestly not that much. And what also makes it thick is like the clip in the back. Like the clip on the Rode is a little bit more subtle, and I'm not sponsored by DJI in any way, shape, or form. It just feels a little bit stronger, the quality of the DJI. It does have the little fuzzy thing, the little Marab Driver Sealy hat this one has, and the other one has like a little lighter color Khabib hat, which is pretty cool, which is awesome. Some other accessories that I bought that are not necessarily from DJI. I also bought this SD card holder. This is the brand here. I can't even pronounce that. Kira Photo, whatever the name is, right? And what I like about this is that it has SD cards, and in the back, if you can see it here, you could put the micro SD cards. I'm a big micro SD card kind of guy, especially with this, the DJI Osmo uses micro SDs, so it's gonna be easy for me to have them. So essentially I could fit like 2 micro SD cards in just 1 adapter to the case, which is pretty cool. Also, something I like about the DJI Osmo Pocket is that I could connect it to my phone. So I'm actually looking, if you keep seeing me looking the other way, it's because I'm looking at myself through the camera, which is pretty awesome. I'm sure other cameras can do that. I don't know if the A7IV can do that, or if I have a certain adapter, I'm sure it could. But this is obviously much easier because it just connects through Bluetooth or Wi-Fi. One of the other accessories I got was this magnetic. I got a cage for it, so I can hook up some like clips. So a lot of like those like mounting clips where I could put like some accessories in the back. And I also got this magnetic, what's it called? This like magnetic plate where I could just screw it into the back. And now I could put my DJI, like pretend the DJI is here. I could put it on a metal case, which is pretty awesome. So I got some pretty awesome stuff. One of the things I didn't really enjoy too much was this thing. This is supposed to be the protector. I mean, honestly, it's still good, obviously, to use because it'll protect the gimbal, but I feel pretty secure with, like, I actually got a brand new, like, backpack, and then I literally just put it in the little pocket case that they gave me. I accidentally got 2 pocket cases because I didn't realize it comes with one itself when you get the double creator pack. But the accessories inside, the little Khabib hat, there's an adapter for, I'm sure, the transmitter and whatnot, which I didn't know. It was actually really hidden in there. And there's nothing else in here because I pretty much took everything else out. And I think that's pretty much it for all I got for the DJI. I got the tripod, so the tripod's on now. And that's pretty much it. So like now let's go into the A7IV. And like I said, why I got the A7IV is because the quality is obviously like much better. I can switch up the lenses so I can get some different like depths of view. And also the photography on it's gonna be amazing. I'm not into photography. Like, I'm just not. I really don't like to edit photos. I don't like sitting down. I have too much ADHD to be looking at still photos. I need to be looking at, I'm just addicted to like Instagram. I just need to look at moving videos all the time. So that's probably why I don't really care for it too much. But I was like at a point, I'm like, you know what? I could get the ZV-E, and it's not even that great of like in comparison to the A7IV of a camera. It's great. It'll get the job what I need done. Or I could get a nicer quality camera, a nicer video camera, and a nicer quality like photos. So if I actually do want to do photos in the future one day, I do have that option. So that's the reason why I got it. And then just also like the name stands out, so it'll eventually make me more money, which is awesome. So here's the A7IV. This is the base. What I like about it has this the flip screen here, so I could turn it out the other way. So if I'm doing like a vlog by myself, I could still see myself, which is great. Flip it the other way so I can see it like that. So it's like awesome, like awesome screen. I'm very familiar with the menu. Right now, this is the 16mm lens, which is great. What I like about the 16mm lens, very wide angle, wider angle than the DJI Osmo Pocket 4. I believe it's a 20 or 22 millimeter lens. And it has 4K crop on it. I'm not sure if you're going to be able to see this, but if you can, that's pretty awesome. So this is the 4K crop. So right now, I believe it's on 24 right now, so frames per second. So if I go inside, why is it in Japanese? Hold on, or Chinese? I forgot. I don't know if that was Chinese or Japanese. So I got to switch it back. I think that was not traditional Japanese, whatever. So, or not traditional Chinese. So if I go to menu, and then I go to movie settings, so it's on 24 frames. So this is what it looks like. It's like decently wide. Probably not gonna be able to see it too much. If I go to movie settings again and I switch it to 60, you can't really notice too much of the crop. Like the crop is not that bad when it comes to those smaller lenses. So I was like, all right, like that made me so much more comfortable with the decision to buy it. So if I ever do decide to film in 60 frames per second, I'll probably just take the sacrifice and go with the wide angle lens, right? So I feel like that wasn't too bad. I'd also got a 50mm lens, so it'll give me some just like more depth, right? So we're here, which is awesome. So I don't really know any of the functions of what any of this does. Like I've never had a lens like this before. I just had some, I don't know, I guess a Sigma or whatever I had before, but I didn't have that many accessories and buttons. So I'm assuming this is probably better, right? And then I didn't realize, maybe I got the bundle. It also comes with a 28x70 zoom lens, which is awesome. Like it's probably, I don't know how great that is for videography. I'm more of a video guy, but it definitely will be good for maybe like far action shots, or definitely obviously much better for photography. So this is great. So I'm happy I got 3 lenses. I probably would have tried to save the money, but honestly, I don't like to return things. I'm like, dude, if I got it and it's here, it's probably meant to be, which is pretty awesome. I also, like some other accessories I have, I got the RS3 mini gimbal, which is great. So I probably, like I said, I probably would have got a bigger gimbal before, but at the time, this is great. I also have this adapter where I can put a hooks on it. I can put a strap on it, which is great. And then RS3 cage. Oh, I got this backpack as well. So I have some of the accessories in here, like my Rode mic's in there right now. So I got this awesome photography backpack. I got it on Amazon. I'll put the link in the bio. I forgot what it's called. But it comes with some awesome sections. It comes with a rain bag, so I can fit my gimbal in here, my laptop. I can put the lenses. You can adjust the sections on this, which has been pretty great. And then it also has a second pocket. I have the Rode mics in here. I have some of my accessories for my DJI Osmo and for my DJI RS3 Mini, which is great. So I got a lot of cool things, and I'm just super excited to see kind of like where my photography and videography like my life goes, because this was just like not really expected. So I literally offered my friend a free video because I thought the guy was charging him a ridiculous amount, and I couldn't tell the quality of cameras and whatnot. I just couldn't, like my eye just couldn't I'm like, oh, that's an iPhone, or I could tell it's a nice camera, but like close-up iPhone shots look pretty good sometimes in comparison to these like high quality 4K cameras. So I'm like, oh, like dude, I could just do it for free. The audio sucked, the video quality, now it sucked. Before I'm like, dude, like if you're like a business and like you're just starting off, use an iPhone. Like no one, like people care, like people are gonna tell they're using an iPhone, but like you're gonna have like those certain people that care. Like I was literally, it's crazy now, like I was watching a video on my iPhone yesterday that I made, like ranting about like jiu-jitsu and the gi, and I was looking at myself and I was like, oh my god, I could actually see how the iPhone is stabilizing the video. So I've been looking at like high quality video for such a long time now. I'm actually learning about the field like subconsciously, so it's pretty cool. But yeah, that's pretty much it. That's my video about my DJI, my Sony A7IV. I should be getting the battery pack tomorrow, which is great. I'll probably use it within the what's next week? Next week's my birthday, so I'm not using it on that Wednesday, but I should be using it the week after that. Going down, filming some gym content, filming some like store supplement content. And then maybe I'll use it for one of these vlogs, which I think will be pretty cool as well. I was supposed to go to the city last Sunday. I would have tried to use the DJI Osmo Pocket, but it ended up coming in late, so that was fine. But I did get to use it for a hike, even though the hike kind of sucked. But yeah, also one more thing about this. So I got this, and I really don't know. Like, I just saw this before right here on top. I don't know what this does. Also, the autofocus on this camera is great. Like, I got super close, and like you can see it focuses on that. I mean, it's like, I mean, I've seen videos of people complaining about the autofocus, and like I can see like it just sometimes focuses on the wrong thing, but definitely not bad. I wasn't even expecting it to have like a good focus on the camera at all. I remember having, I forgot like the Flip or something, maybe it was the DJI Flip, I forgot what brand it was. It was a little like camcorder, it was like 1080p, and it was so cool, but there's no focus on it. And maybe that's probably why I'm like, in my head I'm like, it's basically the same thing as that was, obviously way better because times have changed. But overall great. But I'm happy with my decision to get both cameras. Wasn't expecting to have to drop so much money on 2 cameras in like a short amount of time, but I can't wait to the content I produce, because I've been producing so much content. I was fine before. I think the drone would have been great, but as far as these 2 cameras, I just never expected it to be such a game-changing thing. I love videography now. Hopefully I'll get into the same feeling about photography, but time will tell. If you guys are, you know, like newer to the channel, definitely hit the subscribe button, because we're gonna be making some awesome content. It's not just gonna be vlogs, and I mean, it's gonna be vlogs, but it's gonna be some cool cinematic stuff and whatnot. So yeah, it's actually my like, I always wanted to be like a YouTube guy. Even when I was like 15, I've made 400 videos, but never had a successful channel, and we're out here trying again. So one thing I learned in life is that you can never quit no matter what, and that's what jiu-jitsu taught me. Like, people, like, you never quit. If you don't quit, you'll get better, and if you don't get better, you keep going until you get better. And that's just something I've never had in me. I remember losing like 50,000 followers. I quit for 3 days. I'm like, what am I gonna do now? I got back on it, and I'm still doing social media stuff to this day because I never quit. So guys, if you could take anything from this video, maybe you're not even into video, never quit. Peace.